Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News. This is Scott from the NIBIRU channel. It is April 7th, 2017. I was just reading over some asteroid information pertaining to two very large asteroids that are set for a flyby on April 19th of this year. The information states huge, potentially hazardous asteroid to fly by Earth on April 19th. Now, the reason why I'm bringing you this information, ladies and gentlemen, is very, very simple. I found something very critical in the data, and this object was found quite some time ago. It's very, very large. It's over 2,000 feet long. That's big. That is a big space rock. Now, the information here states a nearly 1 kilometer wide, potentially hazardous asteroid. They call them PHAs, designated 2014 J025, is slated to pass by our planet on April 19th. However, although the object is classified by the Minor Planet Center as a potentially hazardous asteroid, it will miss the Earth at a safe distance of about 4.57 lunar distances, or 1.8 million kilometers. Now, these asteroids are larger than 100 meters, slightly. Ladies and gentlemen, the information that I read stated that this will be the closest flyby of these two objects in 400 years. Now, normally, these asteroids, as they're detected and their orbits are detected, 99.9% of the time, their orbits don't change. So at this point in time, I'm looking at this information as, okay, they're publicizing this information, so there must be something to worry about a little bit. But as I read further into the information, it kind of got me going, and I started thinking, okay, where is this asteroid coming from? What location? So I went directly to the source of the discovery, and this was at the Goldstone Radar Observation Center, and this was pertaining to asteroids 2014 J025 and 2003 BD44. Now, going into this information, this will give you some background information, some real technical information on the actual discovery of these two giant space rocks. As I further pan down, I look into what they have as their diagram here, and just let me go full screen with this. Now, this is showing you, it's kind of small right there. Matter of fact, let's go ahead back up here and let's blow this up a little bit so everybody can see this a little more clearly. Oops. Now, whenever you're looking at this orbital diagram here, you can see Earth way back here, very, very, very small. You can see Jupiter all the way back here. Jupiter doesn't even come into the picture. And this is one of the first objects. And you can see that it will be coming in right over top of the sun and then looping back around. Now, why would they state that this would be the closest flyby in 400 years? Now, we all know that the presence of Planet X, or the possibilities of this brown dwarf star below or around our sun, we know that these objects have the ability to perturb or cause differences in these orbits. Now, the actual direction of this orbit coming in, to me, is a little startling, especially when it has something to do with a rock that is 2,000 feet long. If anything would occur as this object comes in, gets closer to the brown dwarf star, and this orbit gets perturbed or deflected, we could possibly be in danger. We could possibly be in big trouble. There is also a possibility that this object disintegrates, creating a lot of smaller meteors that would probably rain down on our planet. These are all possibilities. These are just my theories. These are not facts. However, considering what I've learned from our physicist and research that I have done over many, many years, this is highly possible and rather disturbing. So we're going to be keeping a very, very close eye on this situation. I'm going to track this object on skyline.com, which I will be able to do. I'll be able to track every single movement as it gets into the inner solar system here. So that is something that I will definitely be keeping watch on. Now, this does animate into a little video, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you how this object comes in. Now, at any point in time, as this object gets closer, you can see how it loops around. And as it comes back, it crosses Earth's path pretty close. That's a very, very close call. And like I said, at any point in time, that could disintegrate, and that would cause, well, that would cause a lot of issues. Now, here is another diagram. I'm going to have to actually shoot this down a little bit so you can see it. And they make these models sometimes so small that they're very, very hard to see because of the software that they use. But what you're looking at the sun right here. This object is coming from the area of the sun, so it might be a little hard for them to see. Now, this is the Earth down here with our moon, and this is the moon's orbit around the Earth. And this object is going to come straight down here, and we'll go ahead and play it real quick. It really doesn't show you all that much. You'll see the object coming down in its orbit. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if in fact we do have a brown dwarf star anywhere in and around the lower portion of the sun, and that does perturb this asteroid, that could actually set this asteroid off course. And at that point in time, it's just a pot shoot. This object can go anywhere at any time, and that is definitely very, very disturbing. So we will be keeping an eye on this object. I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep an eye on this object every single day. I'm going to be checking this path, probably 4, 5, 6 times a day as it gets closer and closer to us. Now, like I said, there is another object coming with this object. Let me just scoot back over here. The other object is 2003 BD44. So not only do we have the JO25, we have the BD44 coming also. And as I've said before, we've had such an increase in meteor activity over the course now going on 2 years. And I'm just not making this up. All of you see this in all of the videos on YouTube. You can go to the Meteor website. You can check it out. You can go to NASA's Meteor and Asteroid website, and you can check it out. You don't have to take my word for it. I'm not trying to scare anybody or fear monger, but I'm starting to see some things right now that are not making too much sense. Because if this asteroid had an orbit and it was not disturbed for 400 years, and now all of a sudden, after 400 years, it's going to make its closest approach to our planet, which, if you think about it, it's really not that close, but close enough. And if anything perturbs its orbit, well, at that point in time, anything could happen. We'll be keeping a close eye on this. That much is a fact. This is Scott from Planet X News, the NIBIRU channel. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned. And ladies and gentlemen, just as a quick reminder, stay updated, stay informed, and stay tuned. I'd also like to take this opportunity to introduce you to one of my affiliates, Food for Liberty. If you are interested in emergency prepping supplies, you can visit Food for Liberty by clicking on the link in the description box. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the NIBIRU channel and Planet X News for all of your updates. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a great idea to share our videos with your friends and family members on Facebook and Twitter. If you'd like to support Planet X News, you can visit the PayPal link in the description box under the video, and visit our website at www.NIBIRUPlanetX2016.com. Thank you for watching. Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News. This is Scott from the NIBIRU channel. It is April 7th, 2017. I was just reading over some asteroid information pertaining to two very large asteroids that are set for a flyby on April 19th of this year. The information states huge, potentially hazardous asteroid to fly by Earth on April 19th. Now, the reason why I'm bringing you this information, ladies and gentlemen, is very, very simple. I found something very critical in the data, and this object was found quite some time ago. It's very, very large. It's over 2,000 feet long. That's big. That is a big space rock. Now, the information here states a nearly 1 kilometer wide, potentially hazardous asteroid. They call them PHAs, designated 2014 J025, is slated to pass by our planet on April 19th. However, although the object is